Okay, I'm going to go over how to read Vernier Caliper. Here's our caliper, and the first thing we need is a hint about what all of these numbers mean, and the hint is going to be given to us on the instrument itself. Here it's telling us it's reading to the 1,000th of an inch. If we get an overview of it here, we see that this is 0, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches. We should be able to kind of recognize that from the instrument itself, see what's about an inch, and that should be marked on there. Then what we're actually reading from is this index, where the bottom scale here reads 0. This part will slide back and forth on the instrument, and what we do is we read from where the index is. So here's 0 inches and here's 1 inch, and you see it's divided up into 10 equal parts, so these are tenths of an inch. So this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So our answer here, we already know it's less than an inch, so it's going to be 0.4 and then something. Okay, we still have 2 more decimal places to go, and that's going to come from how far it is between the 4 and the 5. Now notice that between the 4 and the 5 on here, this is 0.4 and 0.5, there is a divider in the middle, so that divider is half of this. So if the distance from 4 to 5 is 0.1, this is 0.05. This is divided into 50 thousandths of an inch. Here they are down here, but the trouble is, where do you read on this scale? Well, let's look. It's toward the back part of this. It's toward the halfway mark. So it's going to be toward the end of this scale. And what we're looking for on here is where the tick marks line up exactly. And you can see that they're getting closer in here, closer, and it looks like right there they're lined up, and that's at 40, 41, 42, at 43. So the reading is 43. And notice we're less than the halfway mark here. So our answer is 3.443, like that. Okay, so let's examine it again. It's 0.4, and then we see that we're toward the end of this mark, so we'll go to the end of our vernier scale and look for where it starts to line up, and it lines up at 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay. Now, what happens if we're on the other side of that halfway mark? Let's move our caliper, let's open it up, let's have another reading here. Okay, there we are, we're beyond that. So our index says that we're still less than an inch between 0 and 1, and now we're between 6 and 7, but we're beyond the halfway mark. So it's going to be 0.6 is our first decimal place. Now our next 2 decimal places, we're going to take 0.65, because this is beyond the halfway mark and this is 0.5, so it's 0.65, and to that we're going to add what the vernier scale reads, and it's right in the middle of this small, right between these 2 tick marks, so it's going to be right in the middle of our vernier scale, and there it looks like it's right there at the 25. So we'll add to the 6, 5, 25. Our answer will be 0.675. Now where did that come from? 0.6, because these are the tenths place. 1, 2, 3, 0.5, 0.6. So it's between 0.6 and 0.7. It's greater than 0.65, and this vernier scale reads only 50 thousandths. So we add the reading on this scale to what we read directly off of this. So we read 0.65 off of this, and we add 0.25 to that from this vernier scale. Don't worry about the numbers up here, just worry about where the lines meet up. So for this one it's 0.65 plus 0.025 equals 0.675.